Hi everyone, it's Maggie, and I'm here with a project share, finally. Um, I made my first tall and skinny journal, and I just finished it earlier tonight, and I thought I would share it with you. Um, this is also a design team project for Crafty Me Shop on Facebook, and there'll be links in the description box. Um, all of the laces, the trims, and the appliques are all Crafty Me Shop, unless I say otherwise. So let's get started. I tied it up with this wide fabric. I think it's chiffon, but I'm not positive. So put that to the side. And this is the image I picked for the cover. The cover is from Patty Lang, Sacred Mementos. She made the fabric cover, and I just embellished it. So let's see, what did I do? I went all around the perimeter in this. I don't know if you. I'm not sure exactly what kind of trim you would call it. This I did get from my stash, though. This is not Crafty Me Shop. But everything on here, this applique, I added these little pink flowers from another applique, and then I added the pearls. And then this is from another trim, this flower here. And then I added these little flowers on top that are also from another trim, and then I added pearls there also. Underneath is a piece of ripped muslin, and then there's a wide lace that you only see a little bit right here. And this is from my friend, I believe it's from Sherry. And then let's see, what else? Oh, and then this long trim here is Crafty Me Shop. And this piece here is also from a trim. And so all of this here is Crafty Me Shop, and the lace on the front. Okay, so let's open it up. I love this. Oh, I should probably tell you that it is about 4.5 by 11. So that's the size. And then on the inside, I used some different background papers from different kits, and I'm not going to be able to tell you which kits they were because they're in different drawers, and I never thought to, like label them or anything. These are actually pieces that were left over from when I made other journals. So on this piece, I added this trim here, Crafty Me Shop. And then I wanted to do something a little different. So what I did was I used images on fabric, and I used for some of the pockets I used trims also. So on this page here, there's the you can see the image. There's a wide piece of trim there. This is some cheesecloth, and then if I take this out, you'll be able to see. And on the bottom, I added a piece of this trim here. This is actually pale green, and it goes with the image, but it's at night. I've got shadows. There's not much I can do, so I'm not sure if the colors are really going to come out. I know the blue is coming out okay, but I'm not sure about the images. Like there's a lot of green and blue in this image. So then I just added, I added a lot of pieces to journal because I didn't use any of the pages for journaling. So I just added a lot of ephemera that you can journal. This is just an index card that I added this cardstock to. And then this is a piece from a kit. And then that same trim that was on the top here, the pale green, I added down the bottom here. And then this is a blue ledger page, very, very hard to find, from Patty. And it's 1856. And the writing is just incredible. So I didn't want to do anything to cover that up, so I just folded it to fit. Look at that writing too on this side. All right, so here's the next image. And she has some cheesecloth behind her, and then I added a piece of an applique that I had cut up. I tried to use as much flat pieces as I could because it's already, you know, a lot wider than I was expecting it to be for the number for the pages that I used. So here's another wide trim here, and then I just added a couple of tags, so more journaling. And then I went around the bottom with this little trim here and this trim here, all Crafty Me shop, as well as the applique. Okay, and then on this side I left this page blank, and here's an altered envelope that I had made during one of Lori's and my lives, and there's some stuff in it, but I never show what's inside. I like it to be a surprise for whoever might get the journal. Okay, now I left this blank also, and I used more of that green trim. I think this is the last of it, the green trim on the side here. I may end up doing something to this page, but I do have a lot going on, so I wanted to leave some of the pages blank. Oh, and the blue paper, the blue dyed paper is from Louise Frazier. And she sells on Patty's channel sometimes, and I just love it. It's beautiful. Here's a it's not a sticker, it's a rub-on. So I did add some rub-ons. I was trying to do a few things differently. Okay, so here's the next image, and then I just added this piece of trim here, and then this is part of an applique, a flat applique. I cut it to size and using it as kind of like a belly band. And then there's a couple of different pieces to write on. And oh, and then here's another little trim. I love these little trims for the side of the pages. Okay. And here's another. The blue is just beautiful. All right, so here's a really long side pocket. There is something inside. I added this trim all around it, and then I added a couple of rub-ons, the butterfly and the flowers. I just thought it was so pretty. All right, this is just kind of a collage page. I just added the image, and then this is part of a larger applique. I just cut the flowers and added them. Okay, here's a pocket This is a paper pocket, and then there's 2 more pieces to write on. And then this is a glassine bag, and I haven't put anything in it yet because I have no idea what I'm going to put in it. Excuse me. And then this is a belly band. I used a piece of lace, and then I had printed out this from a, it wasn't a kit, it was just from someone on Etsy that did a bunch of windows. It was like 1 or 2 pages. So I printed that out and fussy cut it. And I have to do something with it because it's just I left it way too wide to try to put something in there. It's just not going to stay. So that's another thing I have to fix. So then here's another wide pocket, and then I added this trim and a couple more pieces of ephemera to write on the back. I love using laces and trims and appliques, even in my paper journals. I know not everybody agrees with that, but yeah, I just have to. So here's another pocket, different type of pocket, and then there's some different tags that can be used for journaling. And then here's I got a little more elaborate with this piece here that I added to the back of that to make a pocket. And then here's I altered an index card on this one, and it just fits right in there. And there's the middle. There's the rest of that. All right, here's a flip up that you can use. You can write on it. You can put a photo on there. You can do whatever you want with it. This was made with muslin, and this was also made on one of my lives, I think, with Lori. And this is Crafty Me Shop here, this piece here. Here's another belly band, and that's another window. I did put this in here just so there'd be something in here. I altered an image and just put it on a piece of cardstock to be able to be written on. These pieces here are from different appliques, and it was a Crafty Me Shop. I may end up just putting it down here for now. And then here's another pocket. And here is, this just opens up. You can write on it. This was in a kit, so it's not an original. Okay, I added this trim to the side of this one. And then this is this was also digital. This isn't an original one, but it looks it, doesn't it? It was done really well. And it's boot and shoemaker. So someone spent 13.3 pounds on all this stuff that I can't read. Okay, so there's that. And there's a blank. Okay, here's another. I just thought because it was a tall, skinny journal, I should use more of the long, like, pockets. Here's I believe it's a love letter, 1936, from, I think we'll call him her beau, because back then I think that's what they used, was in the service, and they wrote back and forth to each other. And then I used this trim here on the top and the bottom. And then this is another collage page. This is an entryway. This is paper. And I believe it's the same. the same the same company that that made the windows. This is half of an applique from Crafty Meat Shop, and gosh, I hope I've been in frame. I haven't thought to look up once. I have been trying to use this for so long, and I know it probably doesn't even make sense. It doesn't represent anything. But this trim here from my friend Sherry, I wanted it to kind of look like not a fence, but I forget what they call that. But anyway, that's what I was going for with that. And then on this side, we have that light green trim again. This here is like a corner belly band, I guess. And then you have these two ladies, and I added some cheesecloth behind that, and then this piece of trim here. And then on this page, just in the corner, is another rub-on. And then here's another pocket, and this has a long, like, journaling tag, so you can write right down the middle there. All right, so I added that in there. This I left blank. I may have to do this over again. Gosh, I wish I'd thought to look up more. Okay, here's another trim. Excuse me. This beautiful piece here I used for a pocket. And then this is just another journaling card. I love these embroidered pieces. And then here's the image. And I just added this. I think that's all I did. Yeah, I just added this piece of trim behind the image. The background was a little on the busy side, so I didn't want to add too much. And then here's the last of that ledger. And then there's some tickets and another journaling tag in this pocket. And I believe that's the last page. Yep. So then we're back to the beginning. So that's it. That's my first tall, skinny journal. I know I made a few mistakes, definitely, on this one. But, I mean, that's how you learn, right? Those belly bands, I may end up having to take those out and put something else there. I'm not sure. But anyway, so there it is. So I'm going to be starting on a new project soon. I'm finally feeling well enough to be at my craft table more often now. And I want to get some new projects going. So, and hopefully maybe next week Lori and I will be able to go on live. We couldn't do it this week, but hopefully next week we'll be able to do that. So before I start rambling, I am going to say good night. And if you like, leave me a comment. Let me know what you think. And I will see you again soon. Bye for now.